For centuries, ancient ruins have captured human imagination by asking one question: what did this world once look like before time reduced it to fragments? In Thailand's great temple cities, that question becomes especially vivid because the ruins still preserve the outlines of once complete sacred worlds. Ayutthaya and Sukhothai still preserve the bones of sacred architecture: prongs, cloisters, ordination halls, and temple grounds worn down by time. But the same architectural world can still be seen in living form at places like Phitsanoluk and in surviving temples of Ayutthaya itself. Wat Phra Ram and Wat Phra Si Sanphet in Ayutthaya, along with Wat Si Sawai and Wat Mahathat in Sukhothai, survive today as fragments of larger temple complexes within Thailand's historical parks. But when we compare them with their living counterparts, such as Phra Si Rattana Mahathat and Wat Nang Phaya in Phitsanoluk, along with Wat Phanan Choeng in Ayutthaya, we begin to understand how the prongs, worship spaces, and surrounding sacred enclosures once worked together as complete religious landscapes. In Sukhothai, Wat Si Sawai was built between the 12th and 13th centuries, while Wat Phra Ram in Ayutthaya and Wat Phra Si Rattana Mahathat in Phitsanoluk both began in the 14th century, placing them within the same early chapter of Thai sacred architecture. That shared timeline gives the comparison its force. These are not just similar temples, but contemporaries from the same historical age, allowing us a glimpse of their prongs, ordination halls, cloisters, and ceremonial grounds. Wat Phra Ram and Wat Si Sawai still rise around their great central prongs, but today they stand as ruins, stripped of much of their original setting. In Thai Buddhist architecture, the prong is a deeply sacred form, a towering spire shaped by Khmer influence, understood as a symbolic Mount Meru, and often associated with relics and the cosmic order of the temple. That is why the prong is so central to the experience of these sites. It was never just decoration, but the spiritual heart of the complex. Wat Phra Si Mahathat in Phitsanoluk, built in the same broad historical world, helps restore that lost sense of scale, enclosure, and sacred completeness. Seen together, these temples reveal the same architectural language, one preserved in fragments, the other still alive. Underlying the prong, the ordination hall known as an ubasot, the difference between ruin and living becomes even more vivid. At the ordination hall of Wat Phra Ram, only a solitary headless Buddha remains, perched on a raised platform in the open air beneath the prong, as if the hall itself has vanished into memory, victim to conquest and devastation. Likewise, at Wat Si Sawai, the former sacred chamber survives only in its columns, brick bases, and roofless frame, a ghost of a structure that may have once served a Hindu cult dedicated to the worship of Vishnu before its Buddhist transformation. But at Wat Phra Si Mahathat, the ordination hall is still alive, enclosed, ornate, and luminous, with a golden Buddha in a flaming halo radiating the fire of wisdom and protection at the center. Inside the ubasot, the temple becomes a painted world as architecture gives way to image and story. The Buddha is surrounded not only by gilded ornament, but also by mural painting that appears to illustrate Jataka tales, the Buddha's past lives, turning the Ubosot into a space of both devotion and narration, with scenes of teaching, virtue, and spiritual memory. In the ruins, that visual world has mostly disappeared, but here it remains alive, not as reconstruction, but as worship in color. This is very different from the ruined temples, where the walls are gone, the paintings are lost, and the sacred story survives only in fragments. If the ruins preserve the bones of the temple, the murals at Wat Phra Si Rattana Mahathat preserve its voice. And from there, the comparison expands beyond structure alone to the full spiritual life of the temple. Just as important as the ordination hall and prong is the cloister, or gallery, that once framed the sacred center of the temple. The cloisters were not just walls, they were sacred passages separating the monks and the monastery from the outside world. A quadrangle gallery lined with Buddha images for worship and meditation. At Wat Phra Ram, the ruined galleries still stand with headless figures in silence. But at Phra Si Mahathat, the complete golden Buddhas bring that same sacred rhythm back to life in covered walkways forming a rectangular boundary, enclosing the heart of the temple, the main prong. The cloister corridors are lined with hundreds of seated and standing Buddha images, allowing devotees to walk the perimeter, pay their respects, and meditate. The difference is striking, but the purpose is the same: to create a path of reverence around the heart of the temple. The royal temples add another layer to the story. Wat Phra Si Sanphet in Ayutthaya once formed part of the royal palace precinct, its rows of chadis and open terraces expressing both sacred order and royal power. Wat Mahathat in Sukhothai carries a similar sense of monumentality, with broad platforms and a formal temple layout that shaped the early Thai aesthetic. These are not only ruins, they are records of how kings, religion, and sacred space were once joined together. Wat Ratchabarana in Phitsanoluk helps restore that world. Its masonry, brick chadi, and preserved temple forms show how a royal-era sacred complex could still feel complete in a living setting. Wat Phanan Choeng in Ayutthaya offers another kind of continuity. A temple that remained active across centuries, preserving devotion not as a ruin, but as living worship. Together, they show how temple architecture could survive in different ways. As fragments, as monuments, and as active places of faith. Nearby, the shrine to King Naresawan and his immediate family extends that feeling even further. Here, the temple landscape becomes part of a larger world of royal remembrance and identity. Standing beside Wat Nang Phaya, the shrine reminds us that Phitsanoluk is not only a city of ancient temples, but also a place where history, legend, and dynasty still live together in the same sacred space. Taken together, these temples show that Thailand's ancient ruins were never isolated monuments. They were once part of a living sacred world made of prongs, cloisters, ordination halls, murals, ritual spaces, and royal patronage. Some sites survived as ruins, preserving only fragments of their original form. Others survived as living temples, keeping the architecture, devotion, and atmosphere still intact. And when we compare them side by side, the past becomes easier to read. So if the ruins seem silent, the living temples give them a voice. They do not replace the past, they help us see it more clearly. And that is what makes this journey through Phitsanoluk, Ayutthaya, and Sukhothai so powerful. The architecture still speaks if we know how to listen. Wat Nang Phaya adds a more personal layer to this journey. According to legend, it is connected to Queen Wisutikasat, the mother of King Naresawan, and it is also associated with the famous Phra Nang Phaya amulets that carry that royal devotional legacy. So while the other temples in this video help us read the architecture of ruins, Wat Nang Phaya reminds us that these sacred places were also shaped by queens, kings, belief, and memory. From royal memory, the comparison shifts back to sacred image, to the different ways standing Buddhas express protection, presence, and power. From Wat Nang Phaya, we cross a short distance over the Nan River to Chan Royal Palace, the birthplace and childhood home of King Naresawan. Even in ruins, the palace still carries the atmosphere of a royal center, with walls, foundations, and open courtyards that hint at a court once full of life. Around it, the ruins of Wat Si Sukhothai, Wat Viha, and Wat Wihan Tong extend that historical landscape, showing how palace and temple belong to the same world. Thanks to historians and the historical center at Chan Royal Palace, we can also see the ruins reimagined through reconstruction models. These models help reveal the missing elements of the Phra Ruang dynasty district, the absent prang at Wat Wihan Tong, the missing kedi at Wat Si Sukhothai, the lost ordination halls at Wat Viha, and the palace itself, now a holy pilgrimage site and shrine to King Naresawan the Great. Here, the standing Buddha comparison becomes even more striking. At Wat Viha, the tall standing Buddha rises like a guardian presence beside the royal remains. In Sukhothai, one of the two iconic standing Buddhas known together as Phra Attarot at Wat Mahathat appears in a similar monumental spirit, with one hand lowered at the side and the other raised in Abhaya Mudra, the gesture of reassurance and protection. And in Phitsanoluk, Wat Phra Si Rattana Mahathat gives us another powerful expression of the same sacred tradition. A standing Buddha in Abhaya Mudra, still alive within a living temple, still standing as a form of peace. Seen together, these images make the ruins feel less distant. They remind us that what survives today is only part of a larger sacred world, one that still lives on in image, memory, and form. Taken together, these temples show that Thailand's ruins were never isolated fragments. They were once part of a vast sacred world, shaped by prongs, cloisters, ordination halls, murals, royal patronage, and living devotion. Some of that world survives as ruins, where time has left only stone, brick, and silence. Some survives in living temples, where the same forms still stand in use, still carrying worship and memory forward. And some survives in reconstruction models and historical imagination, helping us see the missing pieces of what time has taken away. From Ayutthaya to Sukhothai, and from Phitsanoluk to Chan Royal Palace, the comparison reveals more than architecture. It reveals continuity between ruin and survival, between kings and queens, between sacred image and sacred space. The prongs, the standing Buddhas, the galleries, and the temple halls all remind us that these places were not built to be admired from a distance. They were built to be inhabited by faith. So when we look at the ruins, we are not only seeing what was lost, we are also seeing what still remains in the living temples, in the royal memory, and in the forms that continue to speak across centuries. The past may be broken, but it is not silent.